So let's talk about 3-5 profiles in human design. If you have a 3-5 profile or a loved one of yours has a 3-5 profile, you might want to tap into this because this is going to give you lots of gems and things to know about your person that they might not be able to openly share or even understand about themselves, or if they do, like, it might be hard for you to understand about them. So here's just a little bit more insight so that you can understand yourself and your loved one more, gain more compassion and patience for your person or yourself, and everything will just make a little bit more sense. So let's dive in. I'm Sable Danielle, a human design coach. Let's talk about 3-5 profile. So 3-5 profile obviously are made up of lines 3 and 5. Line 3 is the line of the martyr, the experimenter, and line 5 is the heretic. And so line 3, the martyr, they learn through trial and error. They learn through experimenting. They're like the risk takers. They like to do things and learn by doing things. And that's just naturally part of who you are if you have a line 3 in your profile. Line 5 is the heretic, and these are the visionary leaders. They are also projected on very easily by the people around them, and they also do projecting sometimes. So the theme of the 3-5 profile is having a life journey of like resilience and experimenting and innovation. It's kind of combining the courage to experiment with the ability to provide impactful and practical solutions. So it's important to understand the 3-5 profile because everyone is unique. Everyone has their unique energy. And especially with line 3s, line 3s are the experimenter, and they also have an in and out type of energy. They have a selective type of energy and a kind of a non-committal energy. So if you have someone in your life or you have a 3 in your line, in your profile, it may make sense to you why you might be so in and out, or why that person is so in and out, and it's kind of abrupt. It's like, especially like in relationships, you need people who understand that about you, that you are going to be there sometimes and that you're not going to be there. And then it's important for you to be able to experience things, experiment with things, truly experience life, and have like a hands-on approach. I need to be in it to learn it and know it, and then come back and like teach it. That's essentially what this profile is about. And so they can't really be pigeonholed into like, just stick with this. I want you to commit to this. That's not natural to a line 3. It's not going to work out. If you try to make them do that, it's not going to be a healthy way to maneuver through a relationship. So line 3, like I said, they grow and learn through their experiences. They like to make mistakes. It's not like to make mistakes, but it's like a trial by fire, trial and error type of thing. This works, this doesn't work. This works, this doesn't work. Okay, I tried this, it didn't work. Let me try this differently this next time. And so that's very important to them. They also are resilient. Like, failure isn't really real to them. They learn from their failures, and then they're able to apply that and do better next time. So failure isn't real. And also, some strengths that come along with line 3 are they're very innovative and resourceful. Like, you're willing to try things and experiment, and you aren't really worried about it not working out, because either way it's going to be a success because you learned something. So you're very smart in that way, very creative in that way. You inspire other people to be courageous and not worry about failure. And you also master processes and systems because you've experienced it. And then you've also done it so many times that you've perfected it, especially if you're a generator. Some challenges with line 3, you can struggle with having social pressure to conform to like being the first person to say that I did that. Also, you risk self-doubt if you don't recognize the value of your learning process. Embrace that you like trying things and learning by trying things, and that you're going to fail, but it's not really a failure because you can learn from it. Like, nobody's perfect, you know? So embrace that about yourself, that that's naturally in you, and you can just go for things without feeling like you're going to fail. So if you are feeling like you're going to fail and that's holding you back, then that might be a way for you to know that you're not honoring your energy, your human design, who you were born to be. So take some time to step back and reflect a little bit. So some tips for third line people: embrace failure as a very important part of your life journey and growth and evolution. Reflect on your experiences to, take away those nuggets of wisdom that you've learned along the way. And then surround yourself with people who understand you, support you and your process, like support you as a selective person, as a person who likes to experiment and live and do things hands on, and to kind of be in and out, like to know that and accept that about you without trying to change you. That's huge. So, what lessons have you learned through your own trial and error experiences, and how have they shaped who you are? That's something that you can think about for anyone that has a line 3. And we're going to go into line 5 now. Line 5 is the heretic. It is the line of projection and leadership. Other people project their expectations onto you, often seeing you as like someone who can fix things for them and provide answers for them, problem solve, and kind of be a savior. Like, that's the energy that you give off to people. You're a practical solution provider. You do a lot of things, you try a lot of things, you think about a lot of things, you're very innovative, and your thoughts are very impactful. The way you do things are very impactful. The solutions that you provide are very impactful to the people, yourself and the people around you. And you also have universal influence. You have the potential to lead and inspire people on a broader scale. So some strengths for people with line 5: you are a visionary thinker, an innovative thinker. You have the ability to address complex issues and challenges and think about them from a different perspective. You also are very charismatic and magnetic. You have a aura that draws people into you. And you are very great at bringing order to like stressful or chaotic environments or situations. And a couple of challenges that you might face having line 5 that you might want to be aware of: you can struggle with having a balance of personal boundaries and then external expectations, demands, and pressures. You also might risk burning out or feeling overwhelmed because people might see you as like the scapegoat. You might feel like the scapegoat because people are projecting on you what they want and like what they need fixed, and you're the end all be all for that. And so you're like, I can't fix everything for you. You gotta do it yourself. I can do it most of the time, but geez Louise, I need a break. Okay, so that's kind of that type of energy, so just pay attention to that. And that also goes along with like pressure to meet other people's unrealistic expectations, and also maybe even unspoken expectations. So here's some tips. Clarify expectations before stepping into commitments or relationships or projects or whatever. Just communicate those things with the people you're going to be involved with, especially if you're going to be taking on a leadership role or like any problem solving role or just in a relationship. Set strong boundaries to avoid being overwhelmed and like being burnt out by the external demands by people and projections of people and pressure of people. And then also focus on the solutions that feel good to you, your values, your expertise, the things you've learned, the knowledge you have inside of you. You're a community leader who's kind of seen as a hero for like solving issues and like solving problems, but you also can face criticism for not fixing the problem and not like meeting every single expectation. So it's like a very fine line of like, great, 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 you can fix this, or you didn't do what I wanted you to do. And it's like, I think that's a projection. I don't think that was what I was supposed to be doing. You thought I was supposed to be doing that, but that's not what I was really supposed to be doing. So that's kind of what that feels like for 3-5. And some reflection for you. Where in your life are you expected to lead? And how do you ensure those roles are aligned with your strengths and your boundaries? And so combining 3-5 together to make up your entire profile, the third line provides like practical knowledge and wisdom from all of the experiences that you've had throughout your life. And line 5 is able to communicate and translate that wisdom into like impactful and useful resources and solutions for everyone else, the community around you, the people you surround yourself with. And so together it's just like a great combination for resources and problem solving. It's a very resilient and adaptable type of energy. It's very courageous energy, inspiring energy, kind of a fearless energy because you don't mind taking risks and going after things in order to learn and grow and just like have that experience. You're capable of solving real life problems and very, very easy. And also just pay attention to managing the expectations from others and managing your expectations for others. Also pay attention to what you're learning and making sure that you're applying it correctly. And don't doubt yourself too much. Don't burn out for feeling like you can't solve everybody's problems how they want you to solve them, because that's not what you're supposed to do. You have the knowledge to share and they do what they do with it. You're not meant to live up to everyone else's expectations of how you're supposed to fix things for them. It's not your job to fix anything for people. You fix it for yourself, you learn things for yourself, put that out there for others. They utilize it how they utilize it. Don't put pressure on yourself any other way. In relationships, you need partners who value your journey of self-discovery and experimenting and living and trying things and doing things and being a little in and out. Communication is very huge to communicate the clear boundaries and expectations and just understanding between you two. In careers, you could excel in problem solving roles, leadership positions where you have the freedom to like use your innovative brain to problem solve. And a little bit of reflection. How can you align your personal journey of growth with your ability to make a broader impact? And a couple of real life strategies for you to succeed on a daily basis. Be self-aware. Understand the value of your experiences and the wisdom and knowledge that it brings. Accept that not every expectation or projection is your responsibility. Set boundaries and say no to things that don't feel aligned with you. Communicate your needs and boundaries very clearly. And honor who you are. Honor your need to lead. Honor your need to experience things. Honor your need to take risks and learn. And honor your need to problem solve. But don't try to live up to all of those expectations and pressures to fix everything. So those are just a few things that I wanted to share about Profile 3-5. If you don't know your profile, you can go to my website, sabledanielle.com/getmychart. It's free. You can put in your birth time, birth location, and birthday, see what your energy type is, and all of that wonderful information that will help you on your self-discovery journey. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace out. Oh, one more thing. Open enrollment, one-on-one coaching. If you are looking for one-on-one coaching, energy coaching, self-discovery coaching, open enrollment starts in February. So don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Open enrollment February 9th through February 14th. It's the only time I really take on one-on-one clients. It's a 3-month container program where I'll be your cheerleader and support system to help you on your self-discovery, growing journey, healing journey, providing you the knowledge that I've gained on my journey, and giving you the tools to help you thrive in your own unique energy, to find your purpose, to tap into your intuition, to trust yourself, to improve your communication, find your power and confidence, to manage stress and burnout, to understand your emotions, to understand how you should make decisions, to understand why you're attracting all these things that you're attracting. My coaching container can help you with that. So be on the lookout for that, and actually drop a comment below and say I'm ready. If you want me to email you, I just forgot what I was going to say, so I'm just going to edit that part out. What was I going to say? Edit. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Add you to the email list so that you can stay up to date on everything that's forthcoming and going on, deals and everything. I'm out of here. I've been talking too much. This is my third video, and as a projector with only 2 gates defined in my throat, I need a break. So I'll catch y'all in the next video. I think I'm going to do profile. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Maybe 4-6.